Person to answer the three questions, Mr. Vikas Ranjan Bhattacharya, the head of the Kolkata Municipal Corporation, the mayor.
Thank you very much. This is really a very important session, so far I'm concerned. Now, I'm entirely in agreement with the co-chairman's point of view that there should be inclusive city growth. Otherwise, city cannot survive. Particularly while talking on behalf of the city of Kolkata, you must all be aware that this is a very old city which had suffered the famine, which had suffered a huge amount of influx of refugees because of partition of the country at the time of independence, which still suffers daily a floating population of 5.5 million. The city having a territorial limit of 187 square kilometer, a permanent settlement of 4.5 million has to cater the need of daily floating population of 5.5 million. This population is really are entering into the city from the rural areas for their livelihood. Now, when the question of city management comes, the basic question which we had to face that how do we give them the basic services and how do we take care of 1.5 million of slum dwellers. We cannot think of any city development without taking into consideration the basic development of habitation and basic economic development of the slum dwellers, which we have taken into account for the purpose of our program. The first issue, as it was posed before the House, and particularly to me, the first challenge before me was, at the time of election, making a commitment to the common man that the city slums should have a better settlement. The slums cannot be the slums for eternity. It should have a better housing accommodation, it should have better sanitation, and it should have better program which would really bring them out of the poverty line, below poverty line, BPL line. These were the three basic challenges. And the more fundamental challenge was upkeepment and maintenance of the city infrastructure. Since this is a very old city, these city managers or the mayors who are really now looking after the newly built cities, they have a different problem. But when a city like Kolkata is really being looked after, the problem has a different nature and of different degree. The infrastructures are almost all aged, and because of age, they are ill, they are suffering, and they are almost in the verge of collapse. And we have been fighting for a long period to revive those things. Fortunately for the city of Kolkata, because of JNNURM program, the government of India could be convinced. I'm happy to say that our urban minister, after having our presentation, was so convinced. He said, nothing doing, we would definitely allot money for the purpose of rejuvenation of your basic infrastructure. These three things. And I can happily tell you that in the field of improvement of the basic living standard of the poorest of the poor people who do live in slums, we could not think of city development keeping them aside or throwing them under the carpet. We had introduced certain programs. The first thing, the preventive side of the health. Let there be preventive cure. And the infant mortality rate in the city of Kolkata is remarkably low. It is probably now competing with Kerala. Now the mother's mortality rate has gone down. You must have also noticed that while the other part of the country was really reeling under huge pressure of vector-borne disease, city of Kolkata for the last 2 years have come out successfully. How could it be possible? The third one, that we have been able to engage the poorer people in this self-help movement, is also a central government sponsored program, but these were not being implemented. With the implementation of this, we have noticed that the women, which are fundamentally exploited, they have come out successfully with different projects after having training. They're earning a lot, on an average 1,000 and 1,500 rupees per month, which is a substantial amount for the poorer people. And they have their own expression of human rights. They can very well come out and say that we can have our worth of our own labor. This we have done successfully in the city of Kolkata. Another thing, little bit of change. In the city of Kolkata run primary schools. It is said that the corporational primary schools are for the poorer people who do not even provide them one full meal. And at one point of time, it was thought that let the corporation school be shut down. Nobody is going to come to the school. Why should you waste your money? But in the last 2 years, there has been additional registration of 9,000 children. There were these 9,000 children who were not going to the school or coming to the school regularly, and they are having their education with simple introduction of midday meal. These ideas are all basic inclusive development ideas and concepts by which we can get the city developed. City should not be only developed keeping the health of the millionaires in mind. City should not be developed keeping the need of the car owners only. That way we do not think. There are, of course, need. Because if we are opening out for globalization, the global people would be coming into the city. Definitely they would like to have a better, smooth running of the cars. But if they see that the poorer children on the street, using the street for their basic daily needs, that would dispel the investors to come. Therefore, we have ensured that sanitary toilets in all the existing slums. Already we had developed vertically the RCC constructed building for the villager, for the slum dwellers. And recently, Government of India in JN Nivaran project has sanctioned as 121 crores of rupees for construction of 6,850 flats. That means 6,850 dwelling units again be provided in the most human habitable constructed buildings. These are the important areas which we find is important. How could we do it? This we could do because of the people's involvement. This couldn't have been done by sheer administrative goodwillness. No. We have made the elected body answerable. We means by the act made in West Bengal, there is a cabinet form of government-like structure in the megacity of Kolkata Municipal Corporation. We call it mayor-in-council system, where the mayor is the head of the policy-making body, assisted by a senior IS officer who is the commissioner, an executing body, but they all remain responsible to the house. There's a mandatory holding of house once in a month. Unless this accountability is ensured and the elected representatives are given the authority and who are made accountable to the common person, it was not possible. And democracy functions, development is achieved, provided everything is done in a better decentralized way. We have not yet kept it only within the MIC's level and at the hand of the mayor. We have decentralized it at the borough level. We have 15 boroughs. And again at the corporation, at the councillors level, we have constituted ward committees where the people from different spheres of life residing within the ward are taken in the committee, and they decide, they become part of the decision-making process. And once they take part in the decision-making process, decision is arrived at, implementation doesn't become any difficult for them. And this is the way, in very short, I find we have been able so long to meet the challenge, but a long way to go. And the way we are trying to move, if we can move successfully, I am sure that we can do a lot better. Thank you all.
Thank you very much.